And welcome to Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. This is Priscilla Batzell. Welcome. Good morning. I have so many ideas, I have no idea where to start. Start with glasses. That's always a good idea. So I've got a 16 by 20 inch canvas out of your range, and I have 4 shovels, and I intend on filling all of them with as similar colors as I can in the families. I don't know how to explain that. I'm just going to add some white so I have something to make them stand apart. But I'm going to use, like I said, the reds, the purples, the pinks all in one, if I can get the bottles to squeeze out. I shake all my paints before I start because there's pouring medium in and they separate. I think that's very similar to that. That's okay. Alright, so one of the only ones I left the top on. Now I'm going to grab some more of that. I hope this works. I have like I said, so many ideas traveling around in my head right now, I can't even get past them. I'm just going to go ahead and use the purple there. Alright, so I'm going to start with white this time and move on to blues. I don't know how I'm going to use them when I get to this point, but I do have a plan and I will tell you about it. So, please open. Please open more than that. Thank you. That's the Prussian blue, the first paint that I ever added the Deco Art pouring medium into. I have plenty of other blue colors. I'm going to try and use more of them, or as many of them as I can possibly manage. Of course, I'm crowding myself out of my space. Some black in there. Moving on, I'm going to go to the opposite end of it. These are pinks, this will be orangey and yellow. Yes, it's another rainbow, oh well. Never mind. Whoop, that's too similar. Holy. Alright, let's go for something a lot different than that. Come back and put some more white in there. I might throw some black in there anyway, just to be controversial. Now, I had that orange, yes, the red orange is good, we like that. I have another yellow I don't use very often. I think I'd like to use that now. So that leaves the last one to be green. I pulled out some of the bottles I don't use very often anymore. Mix them all up. Throw some. I didn't put any gold in anything. Wow. No, that's not like me. Oh, wow. Hey, that didn't come out. Really? You're going to do that to me now? Okay. Why are you doing that to me now? Huh. So what can I do about that? I guess nothing. I guess I won't be using this system again because it's too slippery. That's greens and golds. Do some turquoise in there. I might have to find my other container that I rest things in. Here's another green, a color shift from Folk Art. Back to that turquoise. Finish up. I have a green to use up. I wonder. It's like ancient. They stay a long time, so make no mistake. As long as you have something in your bottles that you can shake them up with, they'll be around a while. So, I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that other container that I know I can trust over here. Try and keep those from spilling out. Throw a little more. That's not very full now, I see. What color do I like in there the most? I like the color shift. I'm sure there's like a cobalt that I'm missing. Let's do that. Let's do something else similar. Alright. So, this is taking a while, but oh well, never mind. Throw some more white in there. And that was strictly white. This is hanging around. This is not the same as any of those. What else have I got? Purpley. That dark purple is awesome. I love that. I want to go like, oh, I can put some blue in there too. But no, I'm going to try and stick to my plan. Only allowing the extra black and white. This is a much better container. The width of it holds up things very nicely, and I'm not nearly as worried as I was when everything was in the other container. I did not use any red, and I think I should. Use some, whoops, wow, I just went very close to being overboard. I'm lucky that's staying in there, really I am. That's the same green. Let's do the turquoise again. I have the same amount of paint pretty much everywhere, and I need to shove all these back so that I have some space to put my stuff down. Stay shovels. The wind is tremendous right now, on and off. And I'm very happy to say it's off right at the moment, but I don't know how long that'll be for. And if it comes back, it's so strong it could whip my canvas up. It blew all my shovels away. Anyway, we've got 11 minutes or so before my timer goes off. The camera shuts off at 20 minutes for those of you who are wondering why I set my timer. And I need that white paint back again. Now, unless something else occurs to me. Wow, that's a really thin stream. It's usually bigger than that. Unless something else occurs to me, my idea is to go around in a circle. Let's see what happens. And I may or may not swipe it depending on how I'm feeling at that particular moment. This is my OXO omelet turning spatula, and whatever anomalous thing that was. That you can find on my Amazon link that's right below the video. Also on my Amazon link you can find the new book we just put out in December of 2018, right before Christmas, called Because I Can. We'd love to sell some, and we're about to be able to publish in a physical softcover copy on demand. There's only the ebook right at the moment, but hopefully by the time you hear this video you should check and find out if it's available as a soft cover. I want a really thin layer of paint, so it's not such a bad thing that there was a thin stream, but I'm not getting the coverage that I want quite yet. If I use more paint, I'm covered in a jiffy, but this is not that jiffy. Jiffy. I seldom use that word. That's a fun word. Jiffy. I know I'm losing it again. Alright, so I want to make sure everything's out of my way, because I want to spin a circle. I really, really do. I did I want to call it a sunflower, daisy, whatever, the other day with, I think it was called Cheeky Sun and something else. And I really like the uneven way that the shovels deposited their paint. And then I did whatever I did as far as using skewers and other tools, pulling the paint out and so on. And I don't, like I said, I really don't know what I'm going to do. And I have enough paint on that canvas now, so I'm going to go for it. I'm kind of wishing that I had used more of the red and pinks, because I realize I don't have many pinks in there. So what I'm going to do is add some pink right to the purple shovel. I hope it doesn't come out the back. Maybe I'll start right there. Put some magenta in, put some white in, and this will help me decide what I want to do. Now, I can dribble. Yeah, I just originally thought I would do rings. There's quite a bit of paint in those shovels. And I could just swipe out from the center, or even use my silicone basting brush, which I have another one around here somewhere. I see a larger version, and that would be pretty cool. I could start that way, but I don't think I'm going to. I probably have more paint than I know what to do with, so I'm going to put a little circle right inside that one. I'm going to let it ribbon dribble. This is yet another experiment, and I'm going to pull out my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas, also available on the Amazon link. $5-6 a piece. If it's more than that, don't buy them. Wait for them to be on sale again. But there are like 7 of them. Let's go where it looks like it needs some alteration. I haven't wasted too much paint. Look how pretty that is, though. That's gorgeous. Wow. That makes me want to knock some more paint out of that shovel. Oh well, never mind. So, I'm going to try and continue on with this theory. Oh, I'm losing some at the side, but I don't think it matters. I don't dribble out of my shovels as often as I think of it. So this is that opportunity for me. And I really kind of like that. I think, though, because I'm inspired, I want some more yellow right there. Right now. It occurred to me. And now, I don't have enough green, so I think there's going to be green added somewhere. All my shovels are almost empty. This is going to be interesting. I'd like to just play with letting varying amounts out. This looks like a big target right now. I've had some bad luck with things that look like a target in the past. And they always have to be turned into something else. The white paint is meant to help everything move better, and it may. Since I have white rings, yeah, I'm going to let my green go down a little bit. To this circle, and add the green that I want in there. Yeah, that's not bothering me. I may allow some of that to become gold. I may tip this. It could happen. Just picking colors that I like. I have edge catchers. I don't want to get rid of my shovels in the bucket. I just want the paint to sort of go down in them and put them all together. Use a nice piece of sweatshirt material as a cotton rag to keep my tools clean often. I'm not so sure about how the target thing works, but there's no rules for me, so I'm not too worried about it yet. It's probably going to be a part 2 because I don't know where this is going right now. I do want to tip it. I said I was going to swipe it, so maybe that's what I'll do. I got some nice little tiny, yes, where are they? T-shirt, pieces of hem from a t-shirt or a shirt, just basically a t-shirt. There they are, the short ones. I found a long one in the bucket, but they're just cotton, and there's a hem, and then in this case I'm going to fold it sideways and start in the middle. So I'm going to fold that edge in. So I'm going to do a wavy swipe out and probably just go everywhere. And assume there's enough paint on there. This is not what I had planned, but that's okay. I'm going to pick colors that I like and start there. And I was dragging an edge. I've used these before in the past, so it might be a little bit of a problem with hardened paint edges. But I've always wanted to just be very abstract in my swiping, and this is that. I've I've got enough paint left on my rag so that I can actually touch up the edge, and I'm going to do that as I go along. And I may leave some of the rings intact, and I could actually use a wider swipe cloth if I was feeling industrious, but I'm kind of having a good time with what I'm doing, and we have sort of kind of enough time. Also, I've got chain, which it occurs to me would be really nice. I am not wiping off or dumping my paint, and it is not getting muddy, and I have no explanation why I am so fortunate, but I am. I like the paint mixing. It's not a heavy drag. I want that center section to be filled. I am going to change my rag now. Grab another one. See if I can pull some more of that orange around, or if I have to add some. That's blue. That's not orange. I'm going to go down over the side a few times. Here's the orange I want. Don't get to keep much of it. The blue takes over. I've got something in my paint. Goodbye, something in my paint. So this is fun. It's definitely different. And because paint flows to paint, because there's thick paint and white paint on the background, you're just going to keep getting different cell configurations popping up. I do feel like I could have used a few more rags. There we go. I got 2 minutes before you're gone. When that timer goes off, I'll have like another minute. In theory, it hasn't always seemed to work out that way, but I actually have made some progress. I like this purple. I don't know how far I can make it go. The temptation is definitely to get the chain. I'm loving some of the stuff I see. I just kind of want to not do anything else to it. I'm thinking I could play with chain and all kinds of other things, but I'm not sure why I would want to do that at this point, because this is fun and I haven't torched yet. And I can still do stuff. I just don't know what kind of stuff I might want to do. I don't really want to do anything, except for maybe cover some of my edges with the paint on my rag, which is what I am doing. I may wind up touching up some edge spots afterwards, but I think it's time to maybe let myself play with the bamboo skewer, throw a few spirals in there, because I can. The name of my book is Because I Can. And I called it that because I can. I know, I'm weirdo. It's okay. So I don't need many of those. And I could do all kinds of stuff to this. Like I said, chain and spatula and all kinds of stuff. But since I like it the way it is, the colors are great, the cells are popping, I'm just going to call it a first experiment. There's a lot of paint on here. I use GAC 800 by Golden to keep my paint from cracking, because I like to keep my patterns sort of early in their developmental stage. That's bothering me. So I'm just going to take a spatula to a couple of places, I think. And maybe my finger, which is normal. Y'all are used to that. And I've got paint in my... I like the paint in my shovels, because then I can use it on the edges after you're gone if I feel like I really need to do that. So I like that purple, and I'm going to let it go right down over and mess up that straight line, which I don't really want there as much as I could want something. So check out, my timer's gone off, so I think you guys are probably gone, but the Amazon link helps me out if you shop there. Teespring Clothing has my designs on it. I have Facebook albums with wet and dry YouTube artworks at the bottom of the description underneath the page.